And this is the breaking news we're getting you. We're getting a word now in from the Prime Minister condemning these attacks, the twin attacks we've seen in Jammu, but also categorical in his insistence that the talks with Pakistan are simply going to go on. Well, that's the word that's coming in from the Prime Minister, condemning the terror attack in Jammu that we've seen today morning, but also saying that these talks are on and the attacks really are not going to derail the talks as far as they stand with Pakistan. Navika, political affairs editor, joining us with more. Yes, Navika.
The Prime Minister has condemned the attack by Pakistan in Kashmir, completely saying that this is an attack on the peace and the peace process as well. However, the Prime Minister has ruled out any cancellation of talks with Pakistan. Pressure was coming in from the opposition to rule out any talks in America as far as Nawaz Sharif was concerned, but the Prime Minister rejecting that move, saying that talks will need to go on and all the issue of violations as well as attack on the peace process will be discussed with the Pakistani counterparts. So the Prime Minister condemning the attack but saying that talks will go on. That's the first we are hearing from the Indian government and the Prime Minister, who is on his way from Frankfurt to US for the UN General Assembly session in the US.
But Navika, now that we've heard that categorical confirmation coming in from the Prime Minister, obviously inviting a lot of criticism, obviously from the BJP as of now, some of their own allies. So how exactly does this work out with the BJP saying that you simply can't have terror on one side and talks on the other?
Well, that's the difference in approach as far as both the national political parties are concerned. While Prime Minister has been a peacenik, has said that geographical neighbors cannot be chosen and the process of peace can only be through talks. That's the position that the Prime Minister and the Congress party have taken. But on the other hand, the BJP, of course, does follow a more hardline approach and has stated that there cannot be any talks while these violations and terror attacks from across the border continue. So the Prime Minister at this moment ruling out the BJP pressure, saying that talks will go on, but he has condemned the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir.
Navika, political affairs editor, many thanks for breaking that response that's come in from the Prime Minister. In the meanwhile, Times Now has been getting you exhaustive coverage on these twin attacks in Jammu. Joining us in the studio this morning, we've got Colonel V. and Thapar retired. We've also got Brigadier Mahalingam now joining us on the show here on News Now at 12. Colonel Thapar, let me begin with you. We've got this confirmation coming in from the Prime Minister that talks are simply going to go on. Your response and how you're reading into this, Colonel Thapar.
Well, to my mind, there is no occasion for having any talks with Pakistan at this stage. It is kind of reflecting a helplessness on the part of the government to deal with a very awkward situation for which the Pakistanis will always take the cover of helplessness so far as the multiple power centers in Pakistan are concerned. Let them set their house in order before they want to have any purposeful talks with us. To my mind, is most inappropriate reaction on the part of the government to go ahead with these talks.
And that seems to be the predominant view as far as the BJP and some other parties are concerned. Brigadier Mahalingam, let me bring you in on this. How are you responding to the fact that these talks, despite what we've seen happening in Jammu, are simply going to go on?
Hey, first of all, as he rightly pointed out, there are a couple of issues. Firstly, is this the opportune time to have talks? And secondly, have we done the groundwork necessary to carry on with the talks? And thirdly, and most important, is Nawaz Sharif in control of the situation? I believe he is not. Why I'm saying this is, first of all, if you take a look as to what has been happening in Karachi, and following that, there was a APC all-party conference meeting. Based on that, with this support and with the support of the army chief, they decided to go in for talks with the TTP. The TTP did not respond. How did they respond? They had an IED blast to kill General Sanalullah, the GOC of the SWAT area, and also followed it up with a church blast, twin blast, where almost 80 people were killed and about 140 people were wounded. So therefore, Nawaz Sharif is not in control of the situation. This is from the terrorist side. And from the army side, just prior to this particular thing, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, the Pakistani official magazine Hilal published an article where they have said and criticized the Indian army for all the troubles that they are having. Therefore, both the army as well as the terrorist outfits are not in tune. And thirdly, if you look at the situation in India, it is Hafiz Saeed who has been orchestrating whatever is happening from the terrorist side in India. This was visible when the beheading of a soldier took place. It was also visible when you saw a couple of the Pakistan army people entering Indian territory and killing people. Now, in Pakistan, TTP doesn't want to sort of go in for talks, and here I am sure this gentleman Hafiz Saeed is not interested in talks. Therefore, this again you will have to view it from the overall picture. If you recently see, we had the Al-Qaeda's chief Ayman al-Zawahiri has very categorically classified what he wants to do. In phase 1, he wants to weaken Pakistan, which is presently happening. And thereafter, he wants to establish a base in Pakistan, and he sees these operations in Pakistan as in line with, as a sort of in conjunction with those which is happening in Afghanistan. And thirdly, he wants to move it forward from Pakistan to launch into other areas. Therefore, this idea of a talk doesn't suit either the Pakistani militants or Hafiz Saeed, who is in charge of Indian territory. Therefore, the question of talking now is most inappropriate. We need to watch out, and even if there is some talks, there is no question of the Prime Minister going and talking. What is he going to talk? What is he wanting to achieve? At best, this must take place at the level of a joint secretary.
Well,
This show brought to you by Nerolac XL, the healthy exterior paints. Honda Amaze, Badle Aapki Duniya. Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute of University, Madurai, Chennai.
It doesn't matter what kind of toothbrush you use, how long you use it, or how you use it. You can still suffer from oral problems because germs are left behind in your mouth in spite of brushing. Listerine mouthwash cleans your whole mouth effectively. Listerine mouthwash for 100% oral care. Introducing Listerine Cool Citrus. Milder, yet equally effective.
Preserve your memories. Shop SanDisk and holiday in Hong Kong. Details on sandisk.in/promo.
मुझे जाने दो साहिब।
जेवर जरा जेब में डाल दी जाओ।
अगर आप मुसीबत में फंसी हैं, तो फोन करके शिकायत कर सकती हैं।
टंकल क्यों?
अब सरकार ने वुमेन सेफ्टी के लिए 24 आवर हेल्पलाइन शुरू किया है और कोने कोने में इंक्रीज्ड पुलिस प्रोटेक्शन।
खबरें बनती है आपकी पावर, इसलिए न्यूज नेशन पर हर खबर सोच समझकर।
ब्लेड चाहे जैसा भी हो, स्किन को डैमेज कर सकता है। न्यू निविया मेन सेंसिटिव आफ्टर शेव में है विटामिन ई और कैमोमाइल, जो स्किन को रिपेयर करने में मदद करे और आराम पहुंचाए। स्किन आपकी, ख्याल आप रखिए।
ashes of life.
You're the first name on the list. You have earned your wings. You've acquired most acquired tastes. Those who matter know you. You're ready for Linen Club. Here the finest fibers are sourced from France and Belgium and crafted with the finesse of a diamond. Presenting Linen Club, exclusive makers of world's finest linen fabric.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਦੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਹ ਨੈਟਵਰਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੈ The number you're trying to call.
अब सबको कराओ वेट क्योंकि lunch is so great. Flavorful rice, spicy gravy and crunchy popcorn chicken. KFC का नया rice bowls. Veg starts at ₹69.
So good. Only a deodorant cannot get you women. With Nivea Fresh Active, get a fresh start. Everything else, get it yourself. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
Oh, shine on me. I'm walking on the bright side of the street, glowing in the gold light of the sun.
तुम वोगो हो ना? हाँ पता है. वैसे भी वोगो एंड टॉरस आर अ परफेक्ट मैच.
14 सितंबर ना? मैं कुछ नहीं भूलता.
Excuse me. चेंज करना है. हाँ बाबा मैं फोन होल्ड कर लूंगा.
अच्छा बाय द वे गुड मॉर्निंग. तुम्हारे घर के पास जो पार्क है ना you should go there sometime.
हेलो अंकल.
हेलो.
मैं आपको थैंक यू कहना चाहती हूँ.
थैंक यू किस लिए?
वो एक्चुअली मुझे ना थैलेसीमिया है और हर महीने आप जैसे अंकल आंटी खून देते हैं और मेरी मदद करते हैं, पर मुझे पता नहीं वो कौन है, इसलिए सबको थैंक यू बोल देती हूँ. सो थैंक यू.
पर बेटा मैंने तो कभी ब्लड डोनेट किया ही नहीं.
कोई बात नहीं, नेक्स्ट टाइम के लिए बाय.
बाय. 18 साल की उम्र से रक्तदान करें, ये किसी की जिंदगी बचा सकता है.
करके देखो.
अच्छा लगता है.
Welcome back. You're with News Now at 12 here on Times Now. Continuous focus will be on what's really happened in Jammu and Kashmir and the reactions we are getting. In fact, the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is condemning the twin attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. He says attempts are now being made to derail peace talks.
At the outset, I would like to both condemn this dastardly attack that took place this morning and is currently ongoing in Kathua and Samba regions of Jammu. I would like to express my sincere condolences to the families who have lost their loved ones in this attack, both the civilians and the police personnel who were killed in the initial attack in Kathua, and the army personnel who have lost their lives in Samba. Obviously, as this is an ongoing operation, it would not be possible to speculate about the finer details of this attack.
Let's get you the big breaking news we are getting in. For now, the MHA is confirming that terrorists entered Jammu through the Pak-occupied Kashmir. So, in fact, the sinister plan of Pakistan exposed yet again. And Nikunj is on the phone line with us. Yes, Nikunj.
Well, yes, Deepthi, the Home Minister himself has said that there are inputs available to the fact, indicating towards the fact that early this morning, there was an infiltration attempt in the Hiranagar sector of Jammu region. And